Let's go ahead and talk about peak performance. Let's figure out what it is that separates thrivers from the rest. Well, there's 4 components. One is consistency. The second is persistence, and then attitude and confidence. And we'll break each one of these down. Let's talk about consistency. When we talk about consistency, we're talking about consistency in time. Time management. Thrivers who run at peak performance understand time. They understand the value of time. Time is our most precious commodity. A lot of people think money is their most precious commodity. How many have lost money in the last couple of years? Okay. Chance for 100% participation. Here's the deal with money. We can get it back. You can get that money back, but here's what you can never get back. You can never get back time. We all woke up one day older. Hate to tell you that. We're one day older than we were yesterday. Every minute, hour, and day that goes by that we fail to implement new skills, tools, and discipline is time lost, never regained. We can always get more money, but we can never regain or reclaim that time lost. So thrivers running at peak performance understand the value of time. They understand the value of controlling their time and day and expectations. They set appointments with themselves. They do the activity that they want when they want. Even as an owner, they're proactive versus reactive in their business. That's one key element that they're consistent in. They're consistent in their time. Why? Because it's so precious. It's the most precious commodity, and that's the best way to leverage and move their business forward. The next are what we call daily disciplines. Thrivers who run at peak performance understand there are certain key daily disciplines that are necessary for advancing or moving business forward. Let me give you an example. Some are called high payoff activities. And when I say high payoff activities, I'm referring to prospecting. I know you all love that word, prospecting. Let's all say that. 1, 2, 3. Prospecting. That's the number one key discipline they put in place. If you're an owner, you can insert also next to that recruiting as well. Same discipline. That's one of the key high payoff activities that we make a hill to die on no matter what. If you consistently prospect, you have a consistent what? Pipeline. Yep. Consistent source of leads to work. The next high payoff activity that is a result of prospecting are list appointments, show appointments, or recruit appointments. When you're prospecting, your goal is to set more of those appointments. If you consistently prospect, you'll consistently get more appointments. I don't care what the market's doing. You see, here's something we have to realize about the market. First of all, that market 4 years ago was a false market. Telling everybody, come on down and we can get you a loan no matter what, that's not reality. What happens in real estate is people's lives change no matter what the market's doing. They get older, they have children, their life scenario changes. That forces the need for the home purchase. That's continuing. And so thrivers understand that, and they're consistently in front of those people, those motivated buyers, those motivated sellers. They exist. They're out here today. You just need to get in front of your opportunity. One activity begets another. Prospecting creates more listing and showing appointments. And then the next result are writing offers, taking listings, consummating IC agreements if you're a broker, presenting offers. All of these are high payoff activities that thrivers consistently run in. There's another key element, and that's business development. I want us to all, on the count of 3, say business development. 1, 2, 3.
Business development.
Business development, if you put this into your business, will consistently grow it. Here are the 2 things we starve. I don't care what industry I'm talking, what level of professional I'm talking with. The 2 areas that we starve most, and that's most crucial for growing our business, is prospecting and business development. Business development is growing on your business. Let me give you a law. It's called the law of incremental increase. The law of incremental increase says if you work to improve yourself 1/10 of 1% every day, 1/10 of 1%, that's the equivalent of a 2% monthly or 24% annual increase. Just take some time to work on yourself, build on your business, work on a little bit of a script adjustment here, your time management disciplines there, your prospect plan there, your business plan here. When you work on your business, business works for it. How many have read Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People? If you haven't, You need to get that one too. He talks about the 4 quadrants. This has been around 100 years. Let's get this stuff out and work it. One of the keys that I get my clients to work on is level 2 activities. Or 1. 1 are urgent, important. Level 2 are important, non-urgent activities. We need to work on that on a regular basis. Thrivers running at peak performance understand this, and they're consistently and continually working on their business. Here's another fun one, self-development. We need to continually work and improve ourselves. Why? First of all, the market's changing every day. I mean, this world changes every day. We need to be ahead of the curve as much as possible. We talked about a number of opportunities. We need to become experts in those areas. We need to work on ourselves. We need to get those designations, the certifications that the gentleman ahead of me was talking about. We need to be experts in those areas. We need to be trained. So we need to take some time to work on ourselves. Here's a big one. I know you all do this. Role-playing and rehearsing, script reviewing. I know you all do this. You were probably doing that right before this lunch break, right? You're all in there working on your scripts. The bottom line with that is we don't want to be telemarketers or can. We want to be planned, though. Why is it that real estate professionals who have the ability to make as much or more money than their attorney and physician counterparts feel they can go out on the field and wing it? Why do we feel we can go out and wing it? What happens if we're planned, we know what we're saying, or if we're doing our prospecting and we pick up the phone, we're not saying, what if we're polished and planned so that our delivery is smooth and professional? This is a great time for all of us to raise our professionalism. This market does that. Thrivers running at peak performance understand that and work in those areas. So those are the consistency area. The key is consistency, working on a regular basis. You know, when I'm working with my clients, if they're complaining about how their productivity's off, I'll say, well, what weren't we doing 60 days ago? Every day we need to be working on 30, 60, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months from now. If we do that every day, we don't have to be working on now money because we're desperate. If we're always working on 30, 60, 90, 6 months, 12 months from now, we won't have that problem. Persistence, let's talk about that. When I'm talking about persistence, I'm talking about, number 1, smoke screen objections. Smoke screen objections. When do we receive smoke screen objections? We receive smoke screen objections at the initial contact. That's why they're called smoke screen. We all get them. You do them to people who contact you. Oh, I'm just looking. If you come in to buy anything, right? Just looking, that's a smoke screen. Not interested. I'm happy where I'm at. I love that one, right, broker owners? I'm happy where I'm at. If we say, okay, goodbye, we just exit off the freeway. It's like trying to go from Savannah to Orlando, and you keep getting off at the next exit. You'll never get there. Thrivers running at peak performance understand there are smoke screen objections, and I will tell you in this market more than ever, there are smoke screen objections. We need to be prepared in advance for those and overcome those objections. The next one is bottom line objections. We fail to get to the bottom line objection. When I'm working with clients, one of the key items we do is help them to convert their business, their hot prospects to listing clients or in the sale pending. And very often I find out that we're 1 or 2 questions away from a sale and we don't even realize it. Do you know how many people you let off the hook? You know what we're trying to do? We're trying to please them, or we're trying not to offend anyone. Here's one key thing we have to realize. Every buyer, seller, or potential agent that you're calling or you're working with, they all have a problem or many problems. It's your job to find out what their problems are, and there are many solutions. If you believe in your heart of heart that you're the best solution for their problem or problems, you will push through those smokescreen objections. I'm not talking about being overbearingly obnoxious. I'm talking about being professionally persistent. And when we have that, and we're working from that position of strength, we'll push through those objections and get to the bottom line objection.